Thank you, Senator. Thanks for coming in. I wanted to ask you about the president's pending decision on Afghan troops. We certainly hear in Pakistan a lot of resentment and a lot of anger about what's been going on the other side of the border. Do you think that the president is under such pressure now to agree with General McChrystal that anything short of 40,000 troops will be a problem for him?
I would hope so. The president laid out a very good plan for dealing with the situation in Afghanistan. I went on the floor and, as a Republican, strongly supported it in March, and I said he has the right plan. This is what we need to do in Afghanistan. His General McChrystal came back, laid out a plan, said he needed 85,000 or at least 40,000 troops. He's been sitting on that for 3 months, and the delay is beginning to be unconscionable. It encourages our enemy, discourages our friends, and gives the Taliban an opportunity to gain strength in that era of uncertainty.
Although in our own polling, I have to tell you that the American people seem to be willing to let the president take the time to make the decision. They support the generals. They believe the generals have the wisdom on this, but they want to give the president and his advisors time to be thoughtful about it. What's wrong with that?
I think the time to think about it was when he developed the strategy last March. He told us at the time that he had done a careful review, laid out the strategy. He sent General McChrystal over to show how he implemented. I read that strategy in August. If the president wanted to take 3 or 4 solid days or 2 solid weeks to think about it and consider it, then we would have understood that. But here we go, weeks go by, and there's 1 meeting a week. That isn't showing the kind of urgency that General McChrystal said is necessary, and the reports that I get from people who are over there say this is absolutely unbelievable that we can't get a decision. Americans are dying every day. The longer we wait, the more Americans will die before we get them the troops that they need.
But, Senator, don't we have to better understand what could be accomplished? If you put in this number of troops, this will be the result. Because nobody has really made it very clear, to the American people at least, what 40,000 troops will achieve and over how long a period of time, and what are the guarantees there?
Well, that's all laid out in the report. If you would give me the time, I could tell you that. But the president's the one who needs to tell him that. It's all in General McChrystal's report. He needs to make the decision. I hope he will make the right decision. And then he needs to use his bully pulpit of the White House to explain to the American people in Congress. And we need General McChrystal to come back. He should have been back 2 months ago to speak to Congress, to answer the tough questions that members of Congress will have, and make that decision in September. Right now, maybe it's not even until November, and too many American troops are dying every day as we wait for that decision.
Senator Bond, we have about a minute left. Let me ask you about Hamid Karzai's brother being a CIA asset. Is that good policy?
I won't comment on anything that the CIA is doing that is not that's not part of the announced strategy of the United States. I have no comment on that rumor. Whatever there is behind it, I hope it won't delay the decision to fund General McChrystal's need for more troops and more resources to move the military forward.
All right, Senator Bond, I kind of knew you wouldn't be able to answer, but I had to ask.
Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Appreciate your coming on.
Thank you, Andrea. Always a pleasure.
And that's it for us today. I'm Andrea Mitchell. Thank you, Senator Bond. And that's it for us in Islamabad. We've got a big show tomorrow. We're going to be talking to Jane Mayer of The New Yorker. From London, The New York Times.